this couldn't be. But it has, again and again and again. And there's a lot of me that says, this ain't nothing new. This is the same thing. And indeed it is. This is the reality. I don't do this for a reward. I do this because this is my life in this lifetime. If I could just go and be free from the burden, from the sin, from everything that troubles me, I would have a long time ago. But something keeps me here. Nothing's going to stop what keeps me. Go across country. I can't run out of state and think that everything's gonna be okay. It is not flesh that I fight against. Something was always missing. Because I knew that I, on the surface, couldn't have done this. Couldn't have done any damage for me to receive. I need to change. They leave you with that on the surface. They leave you questioning you yourself. Because I keep getting the same results. So it must be me. And so it is. So it is. But it's not what you think. And if I could tell my younger self this, I guess so I am. You can't question something that is still growing. It's in process. But we don't know that we're being tested. We don't know in the spirit. All we know is what we see. That's what we've been taught by the flesh. The flesh has led us to believe because the flesh has been leading us. You have to find the spirit within. You have to find God in you. I come to see. No one lied to you unless they were choosing to be something they weren't. Unless they were choosing to be God. God's priest. There's a time for it. Appointed. It's hard to really respect older people that want to be looked at as an elder. That title alone is not given easily. Only because it's full of meaning. And elder stands for wisdom, not just longevity. And this old person, they're older than me. You're no elder. You want to be regarded as one? No, sir. That is given to some person that has wisdom. You're just getting older. But, in the flesh, you use these titles and these customs. When you put someone in their place, that's only done because there's someone there that shouldn't be. Everyone wants to be seated in a certain position, feel the need, feel entitled. But we all know in the philosophy, the seat is given. It ain't given lightly. Whoever bobs the most apples is the winner. No, sir. This takes deep things that have been engraved in you, because these seats that are now being presented are not just made by woodwork craftsman team. Shout out to you. I'm pretty sure you've gotten your reward. But we did not accept him. But he looked like us. He was born here like us. It's because he was of God. And it stands to be true. The world will not accept you because I am in you. So how do you think he feels when he's in the world just like you, wants to be accepted just like you, didn't choose this just like you, is hated because he holds truth, because he was sent here to testify to it, sent here to teach the true word of God among false prophets, among hypocrites. He came to forgive and show mercy. He showed them. Because before it was him, there was people that were coming as light, but weren't truly. People that were prophesying lies. People saying that they were God themselves, or that God is dead. He came as God. He was the living God in the flesh. He given you that. And what did you do? To the living God. Not to the false prophets. No, not to the hypocrites that told lies. No. And it was written and it was prophesied. Stands to be true. But then you have them out there that will say the Bible is not true. Bible hasn't lied not one time. One day it's, oh, I don't understand it. The next day it's contradicting. Well, which one is it? How could a book be contradicting when the book is full of stories? People's testimonies. You calling him a liar? How about you just say it for what it is? You don't like it. You don't like them. You didn't like Jesus. You don't like it. You don't like his fruit. You don't like what he come with. You don't like what he say. You don't like what he done. You didn't like it. Exposing the wicked deeds. You won't like me. You won't like it. even if something is unsure in you, even if something that you see or you read, you still have everything in you to know basic. For instance, you should turn the other cheek. Inside me tells me that's true, I should. But does it always happen? No. Call something contradicting because I'm not always acting on it, or I feel I shouldn't. That has to do with me. It has nothing to do with a book. I should turn the other cheek. It ain't easy. And it was never going to be. But that's what you should do. So you have people written in there that probably did not turn the other cheek. You know who did? Jesus. He is the true shepherd. They're not asking for any other person to be. When he was here in the flesh, he did it perfectly. How Paul felt is how he felt in his story, in his testimony. How Jonah felt is how he felt in his testimony. How Solomon felt is how he felt in his testimony. And just like how you feel if you wrote your story, whether you feel you should turn the other cheek, whether you did or you didn't, that's on you. That's what will be written from you. But with Jesus and Jesus' story, he did what God would love for you to do. Though it doesn't always happen, but Jesus did. You need to read the Bible and read it accordingly. Because the Bible is not just about Jesus. It's about everyone in their stories. Everyone that played a role according to the purpose. What was told to them. How they perceived it. How they seen it. Their visions. Their dreams. Whatever gift was given. But again, they are all totally different individuals that will get individual gifts. This is, each one can have an individual seat with their name on it, according to their deeds. And then you have Jesus with his own seat and his own deeds and his own name. When you read his story, read it with respect. Give credit. When you read them other stories, read it with respect. And don't question someone else's story. Because you're not like that. Okay, well, no one's asking you to. If you're going to aim to be something, be like Jesus. If you're going to aim to be anybody, they're saying, look at Jesus. He overcame the world. And through him, you were forgiven. Not through John, through Jesus. Jesus is the way. He leads with example. He leads perfectly. Because it really comes down as an excuse, really. When you hear someone say, I turned away from God. I turned away from religion. Don't put God in religion. The creator of the world. The creator of the universe. The creator of the creation, the Omega, the Alpha. You're just going up against yourself. Why even put yourself through that? Do not have to deal with the truth. But don't go spreading lies. Because there's people that listen to what you say and look up to you and what you do. Just because you don't want to walk in the truth. God don't ask for much. He said, I didn't make you perfect. But to be trying to strive to be bad and spread lies, all he's saying is, I would like for you to choose of good deeds. So this is what it's come to? That we're making sense of it? You know, because it comes to the point where, oh, of course you were come from the dungeon we put you in. You're strong in the world. Of course, we knew that you would continue to fight. And we were waiting for it because we knew. We knew that you would fight for humanity. We knew that you would try to advocate for them and speak up against us. But aren't you tired? Aren't you mad? Aren't you sad? Aren't you tired? Because this was our plan. You try to turn the people back to God. You try to remind them. And they choose who they've chosen. Choose to harm the ones that are advocating for them. The ones that are trying to make them see again. They harm you.